John, there's so many products in the showroom here, but I have to say this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too. I have one of these at home. At Arctic, we call this an all-weather pool. More people are probably familiar with the term swim spa, because you can swim in them.
Yeah.
But it can also just be a really big hot tub, or cold tub. Like recently, we've had some really warm weather.
Yes.
And what's really nice is that we can keep this at whatever the ambient temperature is outside.
Right.
So, you know, even though 30 sounds like it's really hot, 30 is considerably cooler than our body temperature.
Right.
So you want to cool off on a hot day, sit in here for a little while. Lots of people don't like to swim in super hot water, but they don't like to swim in cold water.
Yes.
So it gives you that benefit. They're really kind of the best of both worlds. We've seen a huge influx. It's probably the fastest growing area of the spa and pool market is these.
Well, what I like about this is, I mean, an in-ground pool is great, but you can't use it year-round in most cases because a lot of people don't have them heated.
Yes.
And then this offers so much more as well.
True, and it doesn't take your backyard away from you, right? These are more compact, right? But really, a lot of pool is not used.
Yes.
It's a lot more work looking after a traditional in-ground pool. If you could even get someone to install one for you right now, it's like everything. You can't get the people to do the work.
Yeah.
And they're very expensive. You know,
they're very expensive. I think a lot more than people actually think.
Yeah, like ours start at $25,000 and go up to about 60, which is kind of the starting point of an in-ground pool. Even above ground pools are well into that price range.
Right.
And then you got to think there's got to be the decking around it and all the other stuff. Whereas we have compact ways of giving you everything that you want. And not taking up your whole backyard.
And it's not permanent. So for resale, if somebody doesn't want it, it's not going to hinder the sale.
It's surprising. We get calls, you know, not a lot, but we get calls quite frequently where people are like, hey, what can we do with this thing? We want to, you know, fill it in or do something like that. And I'm like, wow, you know, that's so much money. And then you just want to fill it in. But it actually has a negative effect on the value of homes in some cases. If you're not, you know, unless you have kids or someone that's going to use the pool, then it's really just taking up your backyard.
Well, and this is great because, you know, if you have kids, pools are great and such, but this is great for adults because you can do all your workout in here and so much more than just swimming.
Yeah, it really is like from if you like to stretch or something like that, there's plenty of room to stretch. We even put handrails and stuff on there so that you can actually do your stretching and your fitness routine in here. There's lots of aqua-size type things that people like to do. This particular spa actually has a fitness kit adapted to it, so you can row in there. You can, we got the stretchy resistance band, so you can do your resistance training in there. And you're not going to get hurt because you're warmer, so it's easier to stretch your muscles and stuff. And I personally think that if you do have a get together and you want to have your friends over, like you can fit them all.
Oh,
in here,
absolutely,
right? Which is kind of cool. Like all summer we've had guests and stuff coming over, and we live on the lake, so the people do a lot of the swimming in the lake, but then they get cold.
Right.
And they come sit in the hot tub and
sit and lounge, just be comfortable.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really, it changes the way you approach your day.
And you guys have lots of inventory right now too.
We do. We have the most inventory we've ever had, so it's on sale. Please come down. We don't want you to have to wait and go through this big problem that we've had over the last 2 years.
Well, that's perfect. I think that they take all of the work out of it to find the perfect fit for your clients.
Absolutely. Come on down and see us. Thank you so much for coming again, Amy.
Thanks, John.